Today, we're going to show you how we do my hair. You may not know this about me, but I'm naturally a blonde. I'm actually a level 7, which is a medium blonde. Shh, don't tell.
Ashley likes to be dark at the root, and she also likes to keep it cool. Now, even though I'm the old lady in the group, Ashley's the only one with gray hair. To cover Ashley's gray, we're going to use permanent at her root and semi-permanent on her ends.
I want to do something different for fall. I like a dark root. I like the dark side, obviously. So for my root, we used Wella Color Charm, 3/4 3N and 1/4 1N with 20 volume. To see what we did for my ends, click over here.
So the first thing we did with Ashley is we caped her up, then we sectioned her hair into 4 quadrants, and then we put a thick, heavy cream around her hairline to protect her face from staining. If you don't have a cape, you can just use an old t-shirt.
We decided we wanted to show you how to touch up your roots using a color bottle or a bowl and brush. Tommy really likes to hit the bottle, where I like a bowl and brush.
If you decide you want to hit the bottle like me, this is how you do it. The bottle needs to go in your dominant hand, and because I'm left-handed, the bottle will go in my left hand. I will be holding the bottle with my left hand. I really like the bottle because I'm insanely fast at applying hair dye with it. The color is already in the bottle, so I don't have to mess around with a bowl and brush. I also like it because I can section through the hair with the pointy nose of the bottle. As I go through and apply Ashley's hair color, my subsections are thin, like really thin. Also, as I'm working through her perfectly shaped head, I'm working from the top down. Keeping my sections thin will really make sure that I properly cover Ashley's roots and that I don't miss any spots. Working from the top down will help me control the hair and keep it out of her face. When I apply the hair dye, I'm following 3 simple steps. Hold it. I hold the section of the hair up. I squeeze it. While I'm dragging the bottle across the section, I'm squeezing the hair dye out. And then I spread it. After I squeezed out the hair dye, I follow behind with my thumb and I spread the hair dye across the section. One important thing to remember when dyeing your hair is that your hair needs to breathe. It doesn't want to be smothered any more than you do. Hair dye needs air to oxidize. Smushing your hair into a bun or a ponytail is never recommended by us.
Okay, moving on. Now we're going to show you how to use a bowl and brush. If you're using a bowl and brush, make sure it's either plastic or glass, never metal. Same rules as before. The brush will go in your dominant hand. I'm right-handed, so when I dye hair, the brush goes in my right hand. Also, you'll want to put your color bowl on your right side if you're right-handed, so your dominant side. If not, it'll be a pain in the ass. Just like Tommy did with the bottle, she's now going to work from the top of my perfectly shaped head down to the bottom. She's also going to keep the subsections really thin. If your sections are too thick, the hair dye can't reach the middle of that section, and then you'll have spots where the hair dye couldn't touch. Bummer. So when using a brush, the 3 steps you need to remember are hold it, you need to hold the section of hair, paint it, paint the hair dye on the section of hair. Just make sure you try to keep the brush as clean as you can. Notice how Tommy only has hair dye on the tip of her brush. Remember, just the tip. And spread it. Just like with the bottle, you need to make sure that the hair dye is worked into the hair. Now, work your way through all your sections, and there you have it. That's how you dye your roots salon-free.